Hello, whimsical watchers, and welcome to episode 10. Today I want to more sort out things rather than builds, because I think I've been building something each time. I might do something with up there, but I want to address this. What's this sculpt doing here, and why has it been growing since God knows which episode? We're gonna have to do some research into this, but first, let's try and stop the creeper. Right, let's try and stop the contamination. We can use wood, I guess. So, we have got rid of all the contamination by putting some wood around it. I'm hoping this is enough to contain it, but I don't know. It might need dealt with in the future. So, on the topic of new things, like that skulk, which might not be that new actually, if you come over here, I thought it was probably time for me to make a bee farm, because, you know, if I'm the honey guy, I need to be making honey. I got 16 bottles so far, and if you come in here, oh, yeah, that we're gonna have to deal with later. But let's go aside from that and come up here. We have this much honey in this one, just from 5. So far we've made a good amount of honey, and eventually I'll be ready to open a shop. I'll probably be selling about 3 diamonds for half a stack, because it is hard to get honey, I swear. I might lower the prices if I get more, but it's really hard to get honey. So those 2 things are stuff I just wanted to show you. Third thing, now we just need a mob to go here. And I don't really want it to be a bee, because everything's a bee here. So maybe some variety. So I want to put something here that is like maybe a zombie or something, or a pillager without a crossbow. That would be cool. Now, what are you guys? And who is Jimmy? That, I think, is the main question today. Who is Jimmy? So, I want to do a bit of investigation into who this Jimmy guy is. So, let's have a little go and investigate. I think YMG's over there. I think he's working on his thingy-mabobber. I wonder if he has any meetings with Jimmy. He could be very well the person who is working with Jimmy, and it might not be Ailey. It might be YMG is working with Jimmy. Oh my goodness gracious me! And look, YM Jimmy. Look, the evidence is damning. At this point, they might as well say they're working together.
Wait, and we've got all these little.
My bad. I forgot my
entrances.
voice settings were like down, so it was kind of
You
echoey.
stupid.
What do you know
Uh,
about Jimmy? What do you know about him?
I don't know anything about Jimmy. I don't even know where you are. I saw you. I
Okay,
don't know where
explain to
Jimmy
me,
is
explain to
because
me, explain to me, explain to me.
confront me to the
Look,
top.
look, look, explain to me, explain to me. Why am Jimmy? Damning evidence.
Explain this to me. Explain this to me. Gilded Duck walked up to a lemonade stand and said to the man running the stand, "Hey, bomb, 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 got any grapes?"
Well, they didn't have any grapes. They only had lemonade.
What's your point?
You are related to Jimmy.
And you are related to the duck.
Why? I am a duck. Makes sense.
It does make sense. So you're not denying it.
Yeah, but you're not denying it either.
I am denying it. I'm not related to Jimmy. Jimmy is out of my hands. I created Jimmy, and the monster of Jimmy got away from me.
What do you
Now
mean
he
you created
belongs
Jimmy?
to Ailey.
Belongs to Ailey.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Created? You created
No,
Jimmy?
I did not create Jimmy.
And why was Jimmy leaving signs in my house?
That's a great question. Had nothing to do with me. I saw it though, and I fixed a spelling error that was on it.
Okay, so I've made this sort of spread after talking to YMG because YMG had no more useful information. And what we've got so far is his name is Jimmy. They're apparently a bird, I think. YMG made them, and Ailey owns them. So I don't know how this all links. I don't know how this links to this, how this links to this, and how what happened in between to make this happen. So we need to figure out what happened. So what am I thinking? What am I thinking? Do we believe YMG that YMG doesn't own them anymore? And does Ailey own them? Because we did hear rumors about Ailey owning them. But and why do they grief bases? That's a good question. Let me put it up on the board. Well, griefing, egging, you name it. So those are my questions about Jimmy, and I don't know the answers to most of them. How did they make Jimmy? And if they made Jimmy, like, would a would there be possible to make a bee? I don't know. Cause this Jimmy seems to be sentient. So could we make a sentient bee? Now that would be cool if we could, but I doubt it. We already have Albert Einstein, who is the most sentient bee yet. Well, I'm the most sentient bee. They're the second most sentient bee. So, with all that Jimmy stuff that we've tried to figure out, next up, I want to have a little look at this note that I got left in a chest outside. I'm fairly certain it's what the HSR has delivered me. Violations. Bridge you can open and fall off. Unauthorized nether portal. Indoor shulker masts can lead to suffocation. That's just not true. Indoor shulker masts can lead to suffocation. Hole in the ground can get stuck. Where's the hole? Actually, I don't really need to ask because there probably is a hole. I'm not even gonna lie. There probably is a hole. I don't know where it is, but there probably is a hole. Um, Mad Lad science permit. Okay, well, there was no skulk infestation. That's not my fault, is it? Need of spawn proofing indoors. Nah. Can fall off stairs. Happens. Break parkour, which can break legs. Just get better. 19? 19? Ah! Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh my goodness gracious me. 19 diamonds? Nah, I gotta fight this. I cannot let this. This can't happen. Do I have a notebook and pen anywhere? One sec. But I'm gonna be writing a complaint because there's no way that I'm paying 19 diamonds just because people have a skill issue. That's not that's not happening in the slightest. And you know what? To spite them, I know I was gonna do something up here. Like I wanted to do something more up here because this is just like it's cool. I like the idea of like clouds. So like I'm not letting just this slide that just somebody can't do some parkour. So I'm gonna build a second one. I'm gonna build a second cloud. I don't know what I'm going to build on it yet, but I'm going to build a second cloud. So I'm going to go work on that, and there should be a time lapse. Hello, and our time lapse is just finished, and you might be like, oh, why am I at the HSR office? And I just want to show you this thing I wrote. So I said, from Bijia, we must formally decline this violation due to the fact that some of the violations are just skill issues. If you have any inquiries about out decision. Oh, I meant to say our. I'm smart. You can take it up in B court. Now, we might not be very good at spelling, but we made our point clear. So, next up, I want to show you a little plan I had prepared. Give me a second, and I will show you. So, Jimmy sent his regards, and, that's fair enough. Jimmy can send all the regards he wants. but I feel like I'm gonna keep his chickens hostage for a little bit. All I want, Jimmy, is an apology. That's all I want. Just give me an apology, and I will be happy. I'm not gonna kill any of them. They can all live. But I just want an apology, Jimmy. That's all that I need. An apology, and I'll be happy, ready to go. So, now that we've done that, next up, I think we should check the heads game. The one I made a couple episodes ago. I haven't hidden all the heads yet, but I've hidden a lot of them, and I know that Scan has been collecting them like wildfire. So let's go check the head game. So let's have a little look at all the whimsies. Okay, it's back to being blocks. Before, it used to have a big hole under here made by YMG. Okay, so, oh my goodness me. Why do they collect so many so quickly? So, now that we've had a little look at that, we can have sort of an idea on who we're going to be paying. So we made this last episode, and the question is, do I work on it this episode or next episode? I'm thinking that I might buy the materials for it, but I want to get ready for it next episode. I feel like that'd be a bit better. So, next up, we've got to do it now, right? Like, we've had the temple, what, since episode 8 now? And we haven't even finished the roof. I think now it's time to definitely, like, finish the roof. So, I'm going to put a time lapse on of me finishing the roof off this temple. Because temples are fun. Okay, so we finished the time lapse, and this is it done. I want to point something out to you. You see these lights? There's a reason they're in this shape. You see the little shadow cross? This was on purpose. It wasn't just accident that it makes cross. I think it looks really good, and that's why I decided to do it. I love messing around with light in Minecraft. It's something I find really interesting. And if you come up here, I know it's flat at the moment, but eventually I was thinking of making a little thingy up, and then making maybe a statue of B on top. Something like that. Something fun. So, we've got that sorted. So next up, I want to go have a little talk with Jimmy. Because Jimmy has apparently been promoted to Ailey's secretary in the little manor house thing. So, we are going to go and have a talk with this Jimmy person. Where would Jimmy be? Is Jimmy up here? Oh, I see how this is. Oh, that it's Jimmy. Jimmy, I know what you did. You destroyed my house with your chicken revolvers. Yeah, yeah. Oh, this but no, no, we're not scheduling an appointment. We're talking now. That's not even a date, Jimmy. No, it doesn't because it's not a date. How do you not know what I'm talking about? It's just not a date. No, you couldn't. Jimmy, you just Jimmy, what do you have to say about my crimes? Anything at all? We don't need to schedule an appointment to talk about your crimes. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know what crimes you're talking about. Yes, you knew. Stop lying, Jimmy. Jimmy, I know you're an absolute liar. I know you got pardoned of your crimes, but I will take you to court. And I'll make sure you have to pay repercussions. All the diamonds. Yeah, okay, so pay me my diamonds. Give me diamonds or something. Because you're not improving issues here. You are not improving issues. You are making issues. Jimmy, what are you doing? Jimmy, prepare, Jimmy. I might be taking you to court soon, so prepare. Jimmy, Jimmy, just so you know, I'm not done with you. Oh my god, did you see how rude Jimmy was to me? Slamming the door. That is Jimmy, and apparently YMG made him and Ailey's apprentice, but that is the person who egged my house, and I shall be taking Jimmy to court. There is no way I can let this slide off Jimmy. Jimmy has egged my house one too many times, and they've only egged it once, so that's one too many times. So, I need to draft up some documents and take Jimmy to court. So, Jimmy has struck again in our base. In our base, the chickens were let out. I had to like put them all back up, and Jimmy, I know you did it. We all know you did it. We can see it in your face. Look at that untrustworthy face. But we're ignoring Jimmy at the moment, and we're going to Ailey's desk, Mayor Ailey, to hand in. Oh, where's the note? Here it is. Jimmy issues. Did I just? Okay, no, wrong thing. Jimmy issues. So to Mayor Ailey, I talked about suing them for 32 diamonds, talking about Ailey being a Bee Society member and understanding what the problem is, and then saying that we might take them to bee court to deal with it the ways the bees do. And you know how us bees we deal with it? We fight because that's what we do. We use our stingers and we go to town on our enemies. So Jimmy issues going directly on their desk, and I am ready to fight them in court. Okay, welcome to back to Bijia, and in Bijia, we know we have a little cast of people. Like, so we have, ooh, Albert isn't flying around here. Albert will be somewhere around here, but we've got Beyonce. You haven't got a name yet. We may give them a name in the future. We've got, is this Albert? Yep, we've got Albert Einstein. But now we've got a new person who is running the desk at the office, the HQ office. Now, if we come through here, now, just because they are a bee doesn't mean they can't be a bee. Welcome, Beanut. So I was able to break Beanut's crossbow, and now Beanut is friendly, and they just want a hug. That's all they want. Beanut is just a friendly guy. So if you go up to Beanut and you press the button, it lets you in. Now, obviously, we have the fixed bee cage because somebody let it out. And I think everything is all good in the bee office. So you can just press this button to leave and say hi to Beanut. Hi, Beanut. Yep, you're just waiting for a hug, aren't you? So that now that that's done, we have completed a lot of their base. I would like to make a little path going up to my thingy-mabobber from the main area up to the temple because I do want to, sort of connect the temple in a bit and maybe make a few more houses going up the way up to here because, like, you know, Bijia is, like, it's sort of disconnected from Bijia and I want it all to be connected in quite a tight-knit area. I might want to build a bit around here because I just want to make this all Bijia, our lovely bee place. But I might just I don't know if I want to do time lapse because we've done lots of time lapses already. So I might just cut and then show you what has happened. And also I was able to buy a lot of arrows. So if I can, oh goodness gracious me. So now I can actually shoot bows, which is really good because I've been struggling with you know, mobs. So I will see you after I've done that. Okay, so I finished all the building I wanted to do, so if we come through here, we can see that I built another house there, just a nice small one. And I built all these trees to like sort of follow the line up, so it's like breaking up the landscape a bit more. Rather, like I can look from the top, you can see all these trees I made, breaking up the landscape a little bit more. I might make a few trees down here a bit later, maybe between episodes, but for now it's looking pretty good. I've got this house here that I made, and this eventually I want to make another house a bit like that one. You know, my original one, my original house. I want to build one a bit like that. I think it's the same dimensions too. Yes, same dimensions. And I want to build one a bit like that, but maybe I make this one. Ooh, I can make it. Ooh, what's a good color? You know, comment a color that this house should be, and I'll make it. But like, try and keep it within like yellow, orange, or red. Choose between yellow, orange, and red. Those are good colors. Or maybe brown. Yeah, orange, red, yellow, brown. Have a choice between those. And then eventually it leads up to here, where I decided to make the second beacon give haste, because I just thought that'd be a good idea for when we're building up here in the future. So, I think that's pretty good for episode 10. I will see you in my Q&A video, which is coming out very soon. And by very soon, I mean as soon as I finish it. And I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.